Welcome everyone to Overcome Podcast, episode 38. Today, I have a friend of mine here. His name is Ramon Macedo. He's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and has a lot of stories to tell about overcoming obstacles. Ramon, thank you very much for being on the show today.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the invitation. So happy to be here with you. And then good afternoon, good morning, good night, everyone there.
Absolutely, my friend. Ramon, we met probably a couple of years, no weeks, years ago here in Dallas, and
Yep.
by that time, you were still brown, which means that probably you are black belt for the past 1 year and a half, something like that.
Yeah.
Uh, and I know that for most of the BJJ practitioners that come from Brazil, they have to overcome a lot of obstacles just with the adaptation in US and to be able to
Yes, sir.
work and train and compete.
Yes, sir.
If you look back, what would be one of the biggest obstacles that you live on this transition from Brazil to US?
Uh, Probably back then I didn't know nobody here. What's what I will see here. You know what I'm saying. I planned something in my mind, but when I got here, it was completely different. I supposed to go to Texas to stay in Texas, in San Antonio
Hmm.
for to be more right. Then in Dallas Open, at Dallas Open, FJJF Dallas Open, I met a friend of mine that he used to live in Brazil too. And then we trained together as a blue belt, and he did the same thing that a lot of guys used to do here. Hey, Ramon, doing a helping in my training in Arkansas. And back then, Arkansas, never heard about Arkansas before. That's so crazy. What's that? And no, it is a state. I have a gym there now, and then I wanna train, and then I wanna have good partners to awards to compete awards, and then if you wanna go, just go. I help you with food and then training, and then I talk to my friend that I supposed to go to San Antonio. And then yeah, it's okay, you can go. And then I went there here actually in Fayetteville. Now I'm living in Fayetteville, Arkansas. And then everything was crazy. My English was terrible there. Still not that good, but
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
overcome
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
this English, this this wall. Uh, and Unfortunately, I had conflicts with him, because my mistakes
Hmm.
that I did back then, and after after the Grand Slam in Los Angeles that I won.
That was the
Uh,
Abu Dhabi Grand Slam.
yeah, Abu Dhabi Grand Slam 2019, September, I think so. Yeah, September. And I received a offer job from somebody in Dallas, from Gracie Barra.
Hmm.
And yeah, I told to myself, why not? Let's see what happened. Oh, I never been to Gracie Barra before. Let's see. I went there, and then the experience for me was amazing. Even even what I passed was amazing. Like you know what I'm saying.
Yep,
You
yeah,
know what I'm talking
yeah.
about. Yeah,
That's when we met actually
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
Dallas
It
during
was.
that time. Yeah, so I think that this whole transition adaptation is pretty challenging. But let's step back a little bit and talk about this Grand Slam because I've seen you rolling, I've seen you coaching on the sideline, and
Hmm.
at least in both situations, mainly when you are coaching, you seems to be very calm. And for the videos that I've seen you fighting, you were always very calm. Is
Yeah.
that something that you are really calm, or you just learn how to control your nerves? Because everyone that I interview, they always say, no, you got nervous a little bit. It's normal to get nervous, but I mean, from your face, it doesn't look like you are
Mm.
nervous at all. It looks like it's just like you just playing
Have
around,
fun.
having fun.
Yeah.
So is
Yeah.
that really it, or you just fake very well?
No, there's no fake. I don't feel anything that day. So when in that day that I know that I'm gonna fight, I don't feel anything at all. I just, dude, I just wanna go there and have fun. And then if I can do fly triangles, I'm gonna do. If I can't, I'm gonna play around. Just I wanna win whatever I need to do. If I can stall, I'm gonna stall. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Depends always who and where I'm gonna fight. I try new things when I can. I think that the whole situation about the compete is not about compete. It's about the weeks that prepare you for that thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's
The
that, yeah,
preparation is much more
stressful.
stressful and vicious
Yeah,
than the competition itself. But it's still, as I said, a lot of people that I interview, they always say, well, yeah, before getting to the mats, you always get a little bit nervous. It's normal, and then when you start rolling, it goes away. But
I don't
so you
feel.
don't feel that at all.
I don't feel. I feel one day before anxious, nervous because I started think what I'm gonna do, and then yeah, I feel terrible. One day before it's terrible, but the day that I wake up until fight until there, I just put the best song that I think is better in that moment to me. The last fight. If you watching the IBJJF, you can hear my voice.
Hmm.
I was singing. I'm gonna see the victory. I'm gonna see the victory. For the battle belongs to the Lord.
That's
You
awesome.
know.
That's awesome. And it
Yeah.
was always like that, Ramon. I mean, even when you were like blue belt, or you actually
No,
learn how to become like that with time.
I realized that. I realized that was purple belt I lost. After I lose in in Europeans. Yes, in Europeans 2016. After that defeat to me was terrible because I was so nervous. I was I wasn't having fun there, So I don't want to do this, If I'm gonna do that for the rest of my life, and then I feel this, I don't want to feel. I don't feel this. What I need to do. What I need to do. And then what's crazy because until Lisbon, January 2016, I was winning everything in my purple belt. But if I'm not winning, I was good, on the podium all the time. And uh, to me, that situation was that it split my life.
Hmm.
How become a good to myself. Good athlete, is not only about physical because I was 100% perfect, like a physical
Hmm.
technique. My technique was amazing. I used to roll losing weight. Now I'm 141 pounds, 145 depends or depend the day. But to I lost yeah 20 pounds to fight as a rooster weight 2016. And then even uh how I was eating was everything right. I did everything right, but in that day to fight, you know, I lost my I no, no I lost my wallet inside the Uber.
Mm.
And then when I called the Uber said, "Oh, there's no here, there's no here, there's no here." But I knew that was that. And was crazy because I started freaking out, like, oh my god, I don't have any documents now to show here. How I'm gonna fight, and then I started crying because my emotional was terrible. If if this happened today, not today because I retired, I don't want to fight anymore for a while. But if it happened today, it's okay. Let's fight. If I cannot get my medal, it's okay. I'm gonna talk to them and say,
Okay, so that day, as you said, it was really what changed your life. That is the Ramon before
yeah,
and the after that event. But what made you
yeah.
change? It was what made you
Who
change on that day? It was just the
was
stress, and you were like, I'm done with this. I want to have fun.
uh was pay attention in my mind. Pay attention what's going on in my mind, and then don't bring anything inside to the mats.
Hmm.
What you're gonna do in the mats is is there. It's just jiu-jitsu. You need to have fun there. You need to, even in stress moments when somebody try almost, is almost passing your guard. You need to be calm. And even after that, after that fight, I lost my all fights in Europe. You know, but no, because my mind was I wasn't me. I was nervous, but because the guys was better than me for sure, was training more than me, or because I put my name in a class over me. If I was a feather, I put in light, for
Hmm.
example,
Hmm.
just and the guy was stronger than me, but no, no, because my mind. And then when I got to Brazil after Europe, I've been in Europe for 3 months, just traveling, teaching, and then competing. I lost my all fights there. And then when I got Brazil, I said, yes, okay, I'm gonna work a little bit in training and part time, like a train, not being athlete all the time.
Hmm.
And then never never works this, never, because when I try work, the all interviews they said, so you athlete now? Oh yeah. So you stopped to work with IT? Yeah. So all right. And then I never passed in no one interview, no any interview I never passed. So yeah, I'm gonna train again. And then one day I didn't have money there because my own money was spent in Europe. Well, that was my
Hmm.
investment. And my uh I got the tournament. I got the tournament payment, and then I posted in the WhatsApp group with my friends Jiu Jitsu, and then somebody said, my friend Renato Martins, he said, Ramon, I'm gonna pay for you. And then he paid, and then I win everything. And then I got third place in Abu Dhabi, Rio de Janeiro
Hmm.
too, Grand Slam, Rio de Janeiro. But I beat names, good names, and then one of the guys that I beat is Raul Basilio. Raul Basilio, he's really famous. Somebody from Jiu-Jitsu listen this now. He gonna know Raul Basilio. Yeah, it was my third fight, I think so. Second fight, and then I beat him. And then after that, I got my brown belt from Jose Honorio, Master Jose Honorio. He's Victor Honorio dad. And then I won the Rio Open as a brown belt, and then I started traveling. Then I just put in my mind, I'm gonna fight this year, and the next year I'm going to Worlds. And then I got good results in that in that belt and brown belt as a brown belt, and then I came here.
Interesting, interesting. Yeah, it takes times. It takes a lot of mat time and a lot of mental work to
Yeah,
really be able to perform without allowing your nerves to get into it. I'm still not in that level. I'm
Yeah,
still not in that level. I still, and mainly now after
you're gonna be.
after the injury, because you had injuries, I know, and when you had
Yeah, yeah,
injuries, sometimes you, at least when you come back, you are always skeptical. Am I going to get injury again? Right? You try to protect yourself and things like that.
yeah.
Did you have this experience with your last injury?
Oh, my worst injury was my tailbone for sure. That's the injury that I tell everyone and somebody ask about the injuries. I never hurt my knee really bad, like a ligaments, anything like meniscal. Uh, foot locks all the time because foot is the weakness part for me in your body. Foot and then wrist. Like a foot lock to me is
Wrist
like a
lock,
wrist
yeah.
lock. Yeah, to me. So you if you don't if you don't defend like a for 1 second you're gonna broke or like stretch your ligaments. So all my ligaments in my feet, they are stretching like this
Hmm.
loose. So it's terrible. If I wanna do something different, for example, even swim,
Hmm.
because swimming when you pedal
Yeah.
like this, I feel play when I play soccer, I need to tape, so I need to do a kind of shoes with tape,
Yeah, but
and I can
but
play
but you were
soccer.
talking about your worst injury. So was that
Yeah,
during a competition?
no, no, was tailbone. I was training. I was losing weight as a blue belt. When I was blue belt, I was losing weight, and then I did a flat triangle on the train, and then I dropped my butt and my partner knees. So when you jump and then the guy just uh just lay down with me, kind of lay down a little bit, just drop his
Yeah.
weight, and then his knee was up. So my butt just hit his knee,
Whoa.
and in that moment I didn't feel anything. I didn't feel anything. But the next day I could not get up from my bed. I was, oh my goodness, what happened in my back? Because I felt I like my back here, like a could not move. It's holy scrape, what I'm gonna do now? And then I tried just like a worm. And then I got up, and then I took some ibuprofens, and then oh my goodness, and then I went to the doctor. The doctor asked for MRI, and then I did, and then my bone was inside, cut
Oh
crazy
wow.
inside. Yeah, inside, and then I stopped to train just for 2 months, and then I could not work as well. Back then I was working, and then in the train jiu-jitsu, and it was terrible, terrible. And then I never thought to give up because I was my friend. I have a friend, he's world champion, he lives in here too, and then we like to talk, and he said, Ramon, every bad moment in your life, if you're Christian, it's because God want to know how much you really want to that. If something bad happened to you and then you still keep there, it's because God want to know, you know, how much you wanted that. So every time that I felt something like a pain, no, I need to keep because God is kind of trying me. I'm gonna keep this because God put in this dream in my life. I'm gonna everything that come to me. Like I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna break through that.
No, that's something that I believe a lot too. That God doesn't give you the challenge that you cannot overcome, and
Yeah,
there is always something better on the other side.
sure.
We keep planning our time to do things, but He knows the best time that things will happen.
Yeah, yeah,
So sometimes something bad happens, but it was for the good, and we just didn't realize.
yeah, for sure.
Uh, okay, so uh, when you stay pretty healthy after that, as you said, this was your worst injury, and you were still a blue belt, which means that between purple, brown, and black, you didn't have any major injury, right? You pretty much fought injury free all those years.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, I had normal injuries that everyone has, like for example, but because it's our fault in jiu-jitsu, back then I didn't do stretch or warming up. I just came to the train, put the gi, do some uh jumping
Jumping
jacks
jacks.
and do this and let's go. Let's roll. Get a white belt,
Yeah.
roll with him a little bit, and then blue belt, and they started training hard. And then never stretch after train. I never did that. I started do 2 years ago, and then that's one thing, one advice for everyone. Do warm me up before and then stretch after. Do this, you're gonna avoid like 80% the injuries that you have about muscles or back or neck, But yes, I pretty much didn't have a injury like terrible, like I can't train, I can't compete. No, I'm always something that I can tape,
Hmm.
like a wrist, I'll
Just
put
minor things, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And the only one that I could not do anything because it was first time I had the injury here. I don't know if the injury was just when you use a lot or you losing weight, you know, my cartilage here
Hmm.
and my ribs, 2019 to awards, I was losing weight, and then I was training with somebody have, and then after we trained, I started felt here my kind of external bone here, but I don't know if it was because I don't know, it just healed,
But
like
did
and
you feel any pop?
no pop, just started pain. I could not breathe.
Hmm.
I think, and I started take something to cartilage. I forgot the name, and then just got better. And then but I could not fight the wars really good because I could not breathe. I was painful,
Yeah.
and then I didn't know what was going on, and then the referee said, "Hamoy, I think you should stop." And even with this injury. I won my first fight that was as a brown belt, but I could not
Continue.
keep
Yeah.
fighting. Yeah, and then that's sad because when I watch it, that's in flow grab. When I watch the fight, I started crying by myself. And then when I notice it, oh, I'm crying. You know, that's crazy.
You recently announced on your Instagram that that fight, the last IBJJF tournament that you participated, was your last fight at all, right? From your career, you were
Yeah,
basically retiring. Now you are a young guy.
yeah.
I know you are young, and you not long ago got your black belt. What led you to this conclusion that it was time to stop?
Uh, was 100% that I was being guilty with me.
Hmm. How,
Like
how is that?
I wanna show off for everyone. I didn't wanna compete because I love compete. I just wanna likes. I wanna people's watch me. I wanna be the guy that guy that people just talk about me, or the guy is he has a good jiu-jitsu, or he's the way that he fights, or like I wanna kind of that feeling that famous people maybe they don't wanna feel. I wanna, like uh, I knew that every time when I go to compete with somebody, look, that guys talk about me, and when I got the medal, I was just one more, one more. What mattered for me was likes. You know what I mean? Like likes
Yep, yep,
Instagram
yep,
or
yep.
Facebook. People talk about me, what I'm gonna post
Yeah,
after a win,
right, right.
And it was funny because yesterday I was refereeing too in Conaway here in Arkansas, and then I saw my friend from Dallas, and then he just lost his fight, and then I was going to talk to him, and then he was right when he's finished, you know, his fight. He was posting something. I was, dude, that's why I don't want to compete anymore. Like I don't want this feeling anymore. I need to post something, kind of somebody need to like or accept or deny, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I need to do that thing, like we live in this world that we need to do things people accept or deny or comment. You
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't want this feeling anymore. I want to
Mhm.
do, I want to post something in whatever I'm gonna post, because I want that people's seek God, like find a way to see God there,
Mhm.
or Jesus, or His love, or even when I do like or because I love, for example, why I play soccer now, because I feel like a kid. The feeling that are the same feeling that when you're a kid, and then, man, can I go outside play with my friends? You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. Yeah. I used to play soccer also in Brazil, so usually the feeling is that, well, I just want to have fun, or I want to be with my friends, and I want to have
Yeah,
fun, right? And it was
yeah,
nice, actually. It was very nice growing up that way without social media, because
yeah, yeah,
can you imagine back in the day, when I was 10, 11, and playing soccer in the middle of the street, if I have to post every picture, I would be
it's
yeah,
terrible.
it's crazy, because you end up not really enjoying the moment,
Yeah, yeah,
and it's
yeah,
interesting that you actually decided to stop because you're having this feeling, and almost like an anxiety that every time that you fight you have to
yeah,
post something.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
So it's very interesting. And how do you feel now that you don't have this commitment anymore? You feel more like
I feel
free?
s- I feel so happy. I feel so happy. I can go to tournaments and just having more fun, even as a referee. Like I watch people's, and then it's sad because I watching people's now, and then they do the same thing that I used to do. They don't fight. I don't believe now. I don't believe that. Uh, probably 70% of people they fight to post something
Yeah.
or more. Can you? I think every friend that you have in Instagram, if they go to compete, they post before and during and the after.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know, they need to do that. But that's not the same thing when they are, for example, enjoy a pool or enjoy dinner. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of it's I don't know. I don't know what's going on really. I just don't want to feel this and anymore. When I compete next time, if I come back to compete, and I think this is gonna happen, but no soon, not like 1 year, 2 years. I think in 5 years or maybe,
Yeah.
uh, you know,
Yeah,
because
because if you
now
come
I
if
wanna,
you come back too soon, you end up going back to the same pattern, trying to post before and
yeah,
after, and then start feeling the same thing.
yeah,
Yeah, I fully understand. I fully understand, and we see this all the time, right? We see this all the time, and mainly when people lose, there is always something or someone to blame. Rarely are
yeah,
the ones
yeah,
that actually post sincerely and say, "Yeah, I lost because I freaking deserve, and I need to work more." Right? I mean, you don't see posts like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, no, you never seen that. That's why I wanna in my lifestyle, in my last tournament, I did everything right that I used to do. Even it's been almost 1 year that I didn't compete, since my last time, and I did everything right. It was 3 weeks training every day, eating good every day, relaxing every day when I supposed to relax. Even my wife was following me for 1 week, and she was. Now I understand why you so moody.
Yeah, yeah.
because everything that I did was right,
Mm-hmm.
right. And then my friend asked, "Why, Hamon? But you, why you sacrifice?" Because I don't want to blame nobody if I lost.
Right.
If I lose, I wanna blame myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did everything right, and then the guy was better than
Yeah,
me. Just
that's it.
that,
Yeah, you did everything that
you
you
know?
can, but the guy was better.
Yeah,
There is no excuse. He was better. He won. That's it.
yeah, yeah. Like I have a friend. I have a friend that he fought a famous guy, and then 1 week before he was drink alcohol, drink a lot. He drink alcohol, and then I talked to him, dude. Do you know there's something that you can do like a better? You can do better. It's sacrifice that maybe now you're not gonna see the result, but eventually you're gonna see. It's things like that. Alcohol is good for you, and then he said no. So you are used to drink like weekends or or for celebrate your birthday. For example, he was celebrating his birthday, and then no, man, just celebrating. He just celebrating, dude. I bet the other guy's not drinking,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
But in that fight, I lost because I did one mistake, dude. You never know why Cristiano Ronaldo prepare himself for be for be the best because he does everything to be the best. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he doesn't drink alcohol. He's training. He rests. He's eating everything. He deserves everything at the 36, my friend. We talk about somebody, someone at 36 years old that is still beat guys with 22, 23, and then that guy wanted to be like him
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
future.
and he's still performing in that
Yeah, high
prime
level.
level, even at
Yeah,
that
yeah,
age, because he takes
yeah,
care of his body. It's
yeah,
simple like
yes,
that. Yeah.
yeah. So I got this, I got look. If I told to myself that that's my last time, so I'm gonna do everything right. If the guy was better than me, congrats. If he beat me, congrats. Nothing to tell,
Hmm.
I'm gonna retire anyway. If I win or if I lose,
Yeah.
I'm gonna retire anyway. Because victories or medals or it's just because feelings. At that place that are supposed to be to God, I want it for me. You know what I mean? I want it for me. I just don't want it anymore. I want it God first, everything. Jesus first, everything that I do, and then I feel good. I feel good. I felt good, and I'm feeling good. I feel. I
So
feel. I f-
in no moment after you officially retire, you never regret.
no, no, because I was I was dying myself for God fill up the space on
Hmm.
me. I was killing myself there, my ego, uh, my everything that I used to have there inside the mezzo before and after of the podium. Uh, to God fill up that space. So now, I have a lot of opportunities that I can see now, like with people's calling me to church. Ramon, come to play with us in our ministry. Ramon, come to help us in the church. Ramon, a lot of things happen. A lot of things going on, and I'm glad. No, because jiu-jitsu. It's nothing with jiu-jitsu. It's with me.
Right.
With myself. Because if I keep training to fight, if I want to fight, I need to train it to fight. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So that feeling is gonna come again.
Yeah.
Even with my wife gonna see. I've been moody at home. I don't wanna this. I wanna go jiu-jitsu to train jiu-jitsu to have fun, to talk with my friends, to hang out, to help people. To referee. To meet my friends, to meet you, meet all my friends. Every time when I go, it's to have fun. And then I like their atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's I just cannot. I think one of the best things in the world is yourself at that point that you can cancel yourself. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Yeah.
So if If I know, if I know me that for example, please God save me, but imagine if I have diabetics and then
Mm-hmm.
I cannot eat sweet, no
Mm-hmm.
sugar.
Yeah.
You know why I'm gonna eat? The same thing for me. That feeling cannot
You, you,
cannot
you
go
don't
ahead.
want that feeling anymore, basically.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. If I feel one day,
But it's
if I feel
interesting.
one day,
Interesting. Just
go.
to interrupt you here real quick.
Yeah, go.
Interesting that this feeling is something that looks like it starts to come around brown and black, right? Because it feels like when you were blue and purple, you were actually having fun, not really to worry about social
Yeah,
media. You doing for the love of the game, right?
yeah, yeah. Yes. Right.
So something
I d-
changed in between brown and black that made you get more vicious about this social media status and chase likes and things like that. You think it's just that everyone was doing, and you feel like you gotta belong and you gotta do as well. Uh,
Probably.
yeah, probably right because.
Yeah,
If you don't do it, nobody knows how that you won, and then nobody's congratulate you, and that
yeah,
is a very addicted feeling because it
yeah,
massages your ego, so your ego starts to grow more and
yeah,
more,
yeah,
which is pretty problematic when you have start having a big ego because you stop enjoying the game and you only look for the results so you can get more likes and then becomes that vicious
yeah,
circle.
yeah. That's why I like to talk with smart people like you because you describe everything.
No, but
It's just that, my
yeah,
friend.
it's something that you gotta really be careful, and
For
it's
sure.
interesting that you brought out Cristiano Ronaldo, and you look to a guy like Cristiano Ronaldo, and he does not post in every game. He does not post anything. I mean, here and there he posts something, but it's not like amateur athletes that post every time. If you go to
Yeah,
the professional level, they don't do that because they want their privacy, right? They want to be
yes.
out of the social media. They let the media do that for them, right?
Yeah. For
I,
sure.
I I
That,
watched the other day the documentary about Cristiano, and he said, "Well, when I leave training, I go home and I isolate myself because
yeah.
I don't need to be on that world when I'm at home with my kid." So he isolate himself to basically stay away, which is exactly the opposite of amateur athletes. They usually do the opposite. They overshare, right?
Yeah. Everything. Amateur athletes need to post everything. What they eat, how they wake up, how before the training, during the training, after training, what they gonna do, who they gonna hang out, what they gonna where they gonna travel. That's crazy. And then but that's crazy because nobody taught us how to use social media. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
They just hey, we're gonna we're gonna give a free drug for you guys. We
Yeah,
call social media.
yeah,
Boof. And then this just blow up in our minds. Like oh, I started with MSN, and then after MSN or Kut, I don't know
yeah. I
if
remember
you
Orkut. Yep.
yeah or Kut, and after Kut, I think was little bit MySpace, but it wasn't that famous in Brazil, but in USA I think so. And then start with Instagram, Facebook, Instagram,
Yeah.
and then until now. But nobody taught us. They just, you know,
Free drug,
free drugs for you guys, free
free
drugs
drug
for
for
you
your
guys.
ego. Yeah, free drug for your ego. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, and then that's crazy because, dude, how many people's I heard that in Brazil the Instagram took out the likes and the views.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because people in Brazil are so excited about that, posting and then oh how many people watch my
Yeah, now they
stories.
say
Huh?
they say someone like it and others, right? So you don't
Yeah,
know how many
yeah,
people like it. Like, oh my God, how many? It's funny.
yeah. That's crazy.
Now
But
let me go back
th-
to
only Brazil.
let me go back to something else here real quick. With
Yeah.
this realization that you were feeling that, did you also feel any moment of depression that you have to deal with depression and things like that, or you never had this type of problem?
After
No, during
I
when you were like on this active preparing for fight and then fighting and then losing or winning, did you have any depression moment because of the results they were not the way that you go, or because you felt like you had to give an explanation to the world because you lost, something like that?
oh no, I felt sad, but not depression. Sad because I was like, dude, I I spent so many days training, and they can't, just come here and just to lose like this.
No, yeah, that's
But
normal.
no,
That's
yeah,
super expected.
yeah, but no the pressure, no the pressure. I'm emotional guy, so I'm always crying, but I poured out everything there, pour out everything, like there. If I lose there, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna cry there. So sometimes when I win too, I used to cry, but just because the sacrifice that I did before,
Yeah,
word,
I completely understand, because even when
yeah,
I win local tournaments and I finish, I cry because it reminds me all the hours that we
yeah,
put into
yeah,
this and everything, and we have that feeling of relief. It's over and it was worth it,
yeah,
right?
yeah. So I the same feeling that you had, I had too. But the pressure, no, the pressure was with my attitudes outside the mat.
Hmm.
So jiu-jitsu world, if you don't have a good mind, you're gonna do a lot of bad things. Like because jiu-jitsu world, you travel a lot, you meet new peoples all the time, but eventually they're gonna be normal peoples, and then people's always watching you. And if you it that's my opinion, right? That's not absolutely truth.
Right.
In my opinion, what I felt was because I didn't have a strong mindset to be like, that's who I am. That's
Mm-hmm.
Ramon.
Right. Right.
I always got influence from somebody else. For example, I was Christian, but if somebody was next to me and I lived with him or with them for 2 months, I was going to do the same thing that they are doing if they are not Christian. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I
You were
use,
easily influenced by
yeah,
others' behaviors.
no, only me. The majority people that I watch that are, now I'm the guy that Solomon talk about, the guy that I talk less and then watch more.
Mm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I've seen the same. I've seen the same in which the new purple belts, the new blue belts, they doing the same that are the old black belts doing or the brown belts doing. You know, but you you have a choice. Like you can choose follow the Christianity guide that nobody follows. Because you know how it is.
Yep.
Everyone want nobody want to be, dude. Who is a jiu-jitsu that he talk about Jesus all the time? Ribamar, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody want to be Ribamar. Everyone want to be Herbert Santos or Patrick Gaudi. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Example.
Yeah.
That guy that
It screams
bakes
and
on.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like a. You know what I'm saying? Because
But there is one Ribama's wife, right? Or girlfriend. I know you.
yeah, Natalia. Yeah,
Natalia
his
Natalia
wife. Yeah,
is great.
she everything she's Jesus loves you. She
Yes.
has on her belt. Dude, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Like
And she preaches, she walk the talk, and
yeah,
she's always been 100% herself. She doesn't shy away from non-believers. She is not afraid of speak the word.
No, no,
So
no.
she's a really great example for sure.
Yeah, yeah. They
And
are.
she
They
not
are. They are.
and not only that, but she beats every other one, right? I mean,
Yeah,
she's
she's so
a
good.
great
So
fighter.
so good,
Yeah.
so good. Yeah, she is. To me now, she's the best one. So now she got pregnant, but God bless them. And but to me, and then her results tell
Hmm.
about her. No.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Ramon, it was a great conversation with you, my friend. Thanks for sharing your story, sharing some of your vulnerable side, and showing the way that you decided to pursue your life and your career. I think it was very inspiring. I think it's good. It's a good wake up call also for new people that are getting into this sport. Not only this sport, but any sport. To
Mm-hmm.
not really chase likes, but be passionate about what you do and be yourself, right? Not try to be someone else.
Yeah,
It's very important to be authentic
for sure.
and sincere with what you believe. So thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend, for the opportunity. Uh, God bless you. God bless your family. God bless everyone that are gonna watch or gonna just listen to this podcast. I'm really glad to have to be here with you for this time. And I hope you enjoy. Like I enjoy, it was amazing.
All
Thank you
right, brother.
for giving me this space to
Uh,
talk about Jesus and God in my life.
Anytime, my friend. Anytime. All right, everyone. That's a wrap. Thank you very much for your audience. Stay tuned. We have much more to